booming, boom, booming right at you, booming, boom, booming back at you, booming, boom, booming right at you, booming, boom, booming.
Hi everybody, this is Morphtronic, and today I'm going to show you my Morphtronic lock deck, and we're going to improve it. Somebody gave me a tip how to improve it. This is a build for a Morphtronic lock. It does really good. It can stall real good. It can. It's not really good for burning unless you have a really good lock and you have a clock out to burn. But it's mostly meant for lock, and then using map or Bordens to wipe opponents' life points. You know, just clear that out. Map with that would be really good. Just keep switching position and attack. But here I'm going to show you a deck before we get into any more of that. So here we go. Okay, 3 Magnon for Magna Lock. Really good card. You can put it in defense mode. You have 2 face up. It's a Magna Lock that your opponent cannot attack. It's really, people hate it. Then 3 Borden for Destruction Lock. These are really good. They can all morph, if he's in attack mode, all Morphtronic monsters can attack your opponent directly. It's really annoying there, and it's really annoying in defense also. It cannot, other Morphtronics monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So either run this with another Borden in defense, or run this with a Magnon in defense, and pretty much you have a lock. 2 Slinging for getting rid of some pesky cards. Just tribute a Morphtronic monster and store 1 card on the field. It's really good. 2 Clocking for a little bit of a burn effect in this deck. You put him in defense mode, face up, put a counter on him, and when you tribute him, you inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent for each morph counter on it. Or you can have him in attack mode, like if you have to and you want to like direct attack with him, but he has like 5 counters on him. He'll gain 25 plus 600, he'll have 3,100, and if you have Borden, he attacks direct. So it's really good. Then you could like Gadget Driver him back to defense and then tribute him for pretty much game. So yeah. 2 Boomboxing for help to keep your Morphtronics on the field, and also he's really hated with Borden because he can attack twice. And run him, Radion, and Borden. It's really bad for your opponent. 2 Selphon for Swarm. These are really good for getting out cards that you need. Datron for Burn. You can either put him in attack mode, tribute 1 monster, inflict 600 points of damage, or you can put him in defense mode and while you're having a lock and keep burning 300 without tributing. Just burn, burn, burn. Remoten, really good tuner, but he's not good in this lock deck because he can help you. He's like a searcher. He can help you get a Morphtronic monster you need, but it involves stars. Like if he's in attack mode, you can remove from play 1 Morphtronic monster and add 1 Morphtronic monster from your deck to your hand with equal stars to that monster you just removed. And while in defense, you can send 1 Morphtronic monster from your hand to the grave and grab 1 with the same level from your graveyard and put it in your hand. So it's a good searcher, but it's not good in this deck because this doesn't run synchros. Scopin, he's another good tuner, not good in this deck. He's good for 2 reasons. He can help you get a Black Rose or Power Tool Dragon out really quick, because when he's summoned to attack, you can special summon 1 level 4 monster, Morphtronic monster from your hand and destroy it in an end phase. He's 3 stars. 3, 4, 7 synchro right there. Or you can have him face down defense, flip him face up next turn, summon a level 4 monster. Or even better, you can use, yeah, pretty much. You can just do that and put him in defense, summon a level 4 monster. There you go. You got Stardust or Colossal. 1 Cameron. He's good for getting a monster from back from your grave, and good from stopping monster effects. Radion, really good Morphtronic monster, one of the most powerfulest ones. His effect increases their attack when he's in attack mode, and increases their defense to defense mode. He can really help protect your monsters. 1 Gadget Driver. He acts like a pretty much like an Honest, but he can change any number of face-up Morphtronic monsters you control. Change the battle position, so you could like attack with, use Borden and other monsters to attack direct, then Gadget Driver them all back to defense to really mess with your opponent. 1 Genzo. He's in here because he's really good. He can stop traps in the backfield, so if your opponent runs some pretty good monsters, but you can still run a stall on their side of the field, just a stall on their side of the field, like with Morphtronic. Well, you can't run Bind, but he can. He's like pretty much the top card in this deck. Gotta have a tribute somewhere. Alright, now the spells. 2 map, awesome card. This is a really good card in the deck for each time a monster, any monster on the field, not just your side of the field, your opponent's side. Anytime a monster changes battle position, you get a counter on this card. For each one, Morphtronic monster gains 300 attack. When this card gets destroyed, get a Morphtronic monster from your graveyard. So really good. 2 accelerators, get rid of some pesky cards, monster spells, traps, you know. Brain control, really good if you want to steal your opponent's monster and then tribute for Jinzo or something. Or use them for Datatron, burn for 600. MST, spell trap removal. Level Luminary B, lock. This is really good lock card. You can pretty much switch all their attack, level 4 high monsters to defense, and they have to stay like that as long as that card is in play. Junk Box, really good card. If you note cell phones on the card, that's pretty much what this is used for. Use this for cell phone. Get cell phone out, try to get Slinging out with his effect, or have one like already in your hand, and then use this effect to get on another monster. Tribute him with Slinging to destroy a card on the field. So it's really good. Machine Duplication, awesome with Borden, because it you can get 3 out. And if you grab Borden this in the first, like in your starting hand, you pretty much got a lock first turn. Heavy Storm, spell trap removal, and limiter removal. It doubles the attack, and it's just a desperate act, but not really good in this deck. Alright, now for the traps. 2 force field. The reason I don't only run 2 instead of 3 is because not many people run a lot of destruction cards, like lightnings. Not a lot of lightnings, they run usually 1. This is to stop like Sakura Setus and maybe a lightning. You can get a monster from it too, so it's really good. Transition, to protect your monsters. You can negate the attack and change the battle position. So if you have a map out, you get a counter, and you get to keep your monster. 1 Morphtronic Bind. Awesome card, but you gotta have 1 face-up Morphtronic monster. And the bad part about this, they can not attack or change their battle positions while there's a level, actually no, Morphtronic monster on the field. Level 4 or higher monsters your opponent controls, so you can attack with like other monsters that aren't Morphtronic and a lot higher than 4, so it's really good. Mix up, get rid of pesky cards. Bind, Gravity Bind, another good stall card. Although 4 high monsters cannot attack, but they can still change battle position. Wabaku, stall card, protect your monsters. Monotron, you can summon your monsters and face up defense, good with magnets. Divine Wrath, awesome card to get rid of some nasty effect monsters that have been killing you, like Dark Arm Dragon or anything like that. Just use this to get rid of him. And that's the deck. Now we're gonna fix it. Alright, monsters. I am taking out Remotin and Scopin. Why? Because I don't run synchros. And unless you want to run synchros, don't put these in your deck. Just seriously, do not put these in your deck unless you're running synchros. And in their place, I'm putting in Cyber and Cellphon. Cyber's really good. Try to find Cybertech Fortress Dragon. You get like your field loaded with Morphtronics, then contact, or you don't need a poly, just get Fortress out. Really good. Plus Cyber's 5-star. And he can come out with attributes. Spells, just Limiter, because it's just a Desperate Act card. So you really don't need this card in this deck. And in its place, we'll show, I don't think there's any traps I'm taking out. No, all the traps are staying, but I'm adding in 2 traps. Bind, and this is a Threatening Roar. I just don't have one right now. So just go with it. This is a Threatening and a Bind. Threatening to protect your monsters, and Bind to lock. So yeah, that's the deck. And I might have, once I finish my Ancient Gear, I might put that on here. If you have any advice for this deck, please post. And if you have any decks you want me to try to build, I'll try to build them, but I doubt I'll be able to make them because I got to get the cards first. It's kind of hard on a budget. So yeah, thanks for watching, and reply to some of my videos. Watch them, they're pretty good.